It is Wednesday, January 20. Welcome to CGN News. United States President-elect Joe Biden left his home state of Delaware on Tuesday for Washington. Quote, "When I die, Delaware will be written on my heart," end quote, Biden said in an emotional farewell speech. Today, Wednesday, he goes to the White House and then the Capitol for his inauguration at noon. This will be an inauguration like no other. Washington is under heavy security after the Capitol riots, with 25,000 soldiers deployed and metal fences around the White House. A limited number of people will be allowed on the National Mall to witness the swearing-in contrast to the hundreds of thousands who usually attend. Among those staying away will be Trump, the first president to skip his successor's inauguration since Andrew Johnson in 1869. U.S. President Donald Trump made his farewell address before leaving office, saying, quote, "We did what we came to do and so much more," end quote. In a video posted on YouTube, he said he took on, quote, "the tough battles, the hardest fights, because that's what you elected me to do," end quote. Trump has still not fully accepted the result of last November's election, which he lost to Democrat Joe Biden. The last 2 weeks of Trump's term have been dominated by the fallout from the deadly riot on Capitol Hill when a mob stormed Congress seeking to overturn the election result. A dozen members of the U.S. National Guard have been removed from duty to secure the inauguration of Joe Biden after being vetted for potential ties to right-wing extremism. Pentagon officials made the disclosure on Tuesday. One Guard member was removed from duty after troubling text messages were uncovered and another of his messages reported to a tip line. Acting Defense Secretary Chris Miller said Monday that vetting of the 25,000 National Guard troops continues, and the Pentagon has found no intelligence indicating an insider threat. The University of the West Indies, Mona, has cut $1 billion in scholarships this year as it grapples with the financial fallout caused by COVID-19. Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal Professor Dale Weber says the development is likely to significantly impact many students. However, he said the university is working hard to support the usual beneficiaries. Weber was speaking Tuesday at the virtual launch of the Lawrence and Davis Scholarship. The scholarship, valued at $100,000 will provide support for students in the Department of Life Sciences and the Center for Biotechnology. Caribbean Airlines says passengers will not be allowed to travel to the United States without a negative COVID-19 test effective January 26. This follows recent protocols outlined in a health alert posted on the website of the United States Embassy. Quote, "Airlines must deny boarding to passengers who do not meet these requirements," end quote, the notice said. According to the airline, it will be mandatory to have a COVID-19 test no older than 3 days before the flight departure date to the United States. Students from Barbados will be taking their issues with the Caribbean Examinations Council, the CXC, and its 2020 revised testing and grading methodology to court. Spokesperson and coordinator of the Group of Concerned Parents of Barbados, Paula Ann Moore, announced this week that Aegis Law Chambers will be representing the group pro bono. Overseas now, China's foreign ministry described outgoing U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo as a liar and a cheat and said it would seek cooperation with the incoming Biden administration. Pompeo, who has unleashed a barrage of measures against China, delivered his own parting shot on Tuesday. The China Foreign Ministry went on to say that, quote, "This is just another bold-faced lie. This U.S. politician is notorious for lying and cheating and is making himself a laughing stock and a clown." A U.S. Army soldier was arrested Tuesday on terrorism charges after he spoke online about plots to blow up New York City's 9/11 memorial and attack U.S. soldiers in the Middle East. Cole Bridges is in custody on charges of attempted material support of a terrorist group and attempted murder of a military member, a Manhattan federal prosecutor said. The 20-year-old soldier, also known as Cole Gonzalez, thought he was communicating with the Islamic State online about the terrorism plots. Unknown to Bridges, an FBI agent was in on the chat as Bridges provided instructions on tactics and advice about attacking the memorial and other targets in New York City. He's scheduled to appear in federal court in Augusta, Georgia on Thursday. While a wall is usually designed to keep people apart, the Seesaw installations managed to bring people on both sides of the Mexico-US border together. The Teeter-Totter Wall has won the 2020 Beasley Design of the Year award, run by London's Design Museum. The creators spent 10 years on the project and said they wanted to talk about the border issue in a very frank way, but using humor. Tim Marlowe of the Design Museum, which awarded the prize, said the wall encouraged new ways of human connection and remains a poignant reminder of how human beings can transcend the forces that seek to divide us. And finally, a woman in Egypt was briefly detained after being accused of baking indecent cakes, local media say. The cakes, topped with genitalia and underwear fashioned out of fondant icing, were eaten at a birthday party at an exclusive Cairo sports club. After photographs went viral, the baker was arrested and later released on $320 bail. A top religious body warned that such baked goods were forbidden by Islam. Dar al-Ifta wrote on Facebook that products featuring sexual representations were, quote, an assault on the value system and crude abuse of society, end quote. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.